when you realize you sold a pair of shoes for 750, which now resell for 5,000. That's my biggest L. YouTube, hey, hello, how you doing? I go by the name of Mike T, and today we're bringing you a brand new video. But before we get into that, I just want to say thank you for the growth of this channel. We've already hit 750 subscribers, and we're trying to get to 1K by the end of the year. And with your help, by liking this video, commenting down below, or sharing it to somebody else who's into sneakers just like we are, that will definitely be a lot of help. So also this weekend, CLB dropped. So as you can see, I had to bring out the merch. We could possibly be doing like a live stream going over the album that probably drops around 11 p.m. Central Time on Thursday. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. If not, then we'll probably just check it out another time. But anyways, back to this video. So we're going to be going over the 5 tips on basically my tips on how to resell. So it's going to be Resell 101, the basics. So diving right into it, we're going to start with step number 1. Everybody always asks me, how do you know what sells? What can I buy that's going to resell? What's going to give me the best return? Well, just kind of gauging and being in the sneaker, sneaker community for many, many years, as long as I can remember, you just kind of get a feel for what sells and what doesn't, what trends are, and just, you know, what has the biggest margin for your profits. So we're going to go over that step by step, but this is step 1, knowing what sells. First up, Jordan 1 sells. Now, it doesn't have to be this color, but this is a good one to sell. But basically, any colorway of the Jordan 1 has been flying off the shelves. Now, they're typically not too expensive. They're still under that $200 mark, but the resale value always goes up on the Jordans. Just give it time, and they always shoot up. So these retail for about $170 US, and they resell from anywhere to $350, $400. I remember when these first dropped, they were going over $400, even $450. So I think now they've kind of settled in around the $375, $400, $415 range, depending on your size, of course. But this is definitely one that you want to keep on your radar. Also this year, 2021 has been the year of the Jordan 4s. So also specifically this colorway. Now these retail for $190 US. But as of right now, they're pushing anywhere from $350 to $400 depending on your size. So these are another option that you want to keep. And again, these are under the $200 range. So that profit margin is definitely up there. So next on the list is the Jordan 4s. After that, we have Jordan 11s that you'll see here. Jordan 11s typically release around the holiday season. So that's typically around Christmas time. And every year they seem to drop a big release of a Jordan 11. So this year, I believe it's going to be the cool gray, which we haven't seen since, I want to say 2011, if I'm not mistaken. That was the last time we received that cool gray, which is around Christmas time. And luckily back then I was able to get 2 pairs, but I've sold them both since then. But I look forward to picking those up again. So Jordan 11s are also something that you want to keep up. Now the resale usually goes, those usually retail for about $200, $220, depending on the colorway really. I want to say more $220 here lately. And the resale has been going anywhere from $350, $400, up to $450, depending on the colorway. And the longer it goes, that price is just going up. I believe the Concords is probably one of the most popular ones, along with the Breads. Those are anywhere from $450 to $500 right now. So those are another shoe that always resell like crazy, especially around Christmas time. And also up next, we have the Nike Dunks. Now this is probably one of the most popular, if not the most popular silhouette of 2021. Now SBs used to go crazy back in the day around like 04 to 06 years back then, and then they kind of died out for a while, and you could find Dunks on resale, I mean not resale, but discounted like outlet stores. You can find them discounted prices because people just didn't use them anymore like that. But by the likes of Wale, Travis Scott, you know, other hyped artists like that kind of brought the wave back to the Dunks. So the Dunks is one of these shoes that you really want to focus on if you're looking at reselling. The profit margin is crazy because these shoes retail for about $100 and the highs are about $110, and resale on these are crazy. This one not specifically, this one probably goes for about 200 to 250. So that's still a pretty good chunk of change if you want to make. But other colorways like the Panda Dunks and the UNC Dunks, those go anywhere from 350 to 400, even 450, depending on your size, of course. So these are one that you really want to focus on because that price ceiling is so high and the cost of it is so low. So this is one that you mainly want to focus on as well. Now, piggybacking off of that, of what I just said, Yeezy slides. Now, Yeezy slides, when they first came out, people thought they were hideous. People wanted to say they looked like gel shoes or gel slides, whatever you want to call it, but call it what you will. They retail for about $70 to $80, and they're going crazy right now. You can get them for $220, $300, even $400, depending on the colorway. So again, we're talking about profit margin. You want to get something that you can buy for a low price and sell for a high price. So if you're spending $70 to $80 and you're flipping it for $250, $300, even up to $400, depending on the colorway, like that's a huge amount of return that you just got. So focus on things that are like that. So again, the Yeezy slides are also up there. And also piggybacking off of that, Yeezy foam runners. Now these as well go for about $80 US. And right now these are going for about 350, 400 in some spots. And if you want to go to like resale shops, specifically like the Common Hype AZ, I know they've really been blowing up on YouTube lately. But if you look on theirs and you follow them on IG, I think I saw these going from like 350 to 400 depending on the colorway, even up to 450. So that's crazy. $80 to 450, like that's a huge come up. And that's not going to happen every time, of course. But again, you know, you will get lucky and you score a size. That's a good flip. So we'll just kind of go back over that list that I was talking about. So Jordan 1s, Jordan 4s, Jordan 11s, Dunks, Yeezy slides, and Yeezy foam runners. Now those aren't the only ones that are going to make you money, but those are ones that are super hot right now, super popular, and they're flying off shelves. So those would be the quote unquote hot cakes, as Common Hype AZ would say. So that's step one, knowing what sells. Jumping right into step number two, you have to do the legwork. You can't just expect to buy a shoe and it's going to sell itself, or even how to get the shoe in the first place. You can't just expect to hop on the app and just get the W every time. You have to put in the legwork. So how do you do that? You have to do the research on drop calendars. You can go on Nike Sneakers app and you can go, I believe on the top, it'll say calendar, and it'll show you for the rest of the month up until about, maybe going into about mid of the next month, it'll show you all the drops that are coming out and what time they go on sale. So do that legwork. Figure out what drop you're going for and figure out what day it's gonna drop, and just get ready, get prepared. Use Soul Links, they're free, and they also have an app, and you can use the push notifications anytime like a hype release item or something that's popular drops, they'll send out a push notification, and all you have to do is just tap on that link, and then boom, it takes you right to the web page, right to the shoes. So that helps out a lot. There's also J23 app. That one is free on Twitter. Soul Links is free on Twitter, and the app is free. J23 is free on Twitter, but the app is 99 cents. Now that's just a one-time fee, so you pay 99 cents and it's free for life after that. And they also do the same thing. They also send you those push notifications as well, letting you know when something comes out, so you're first to know when a drop happens. So again, you got to do that legwork. Also, Soul Retriever, they're kind of a newer one, but they're basically just like J23 and Soul Links. They're free on Twitter to follow. But the app, I believe, is $4.99. I think you get a month free, and then after that, it's $4.99. So it's completely up to you which of these you want to follow. I usually follow all three, specifically on Twitter, and then I have the other two apps for sure. But also, this Nike Sneakers app, you want to follow them, have the push notifications on, because sometimes they do the second chance opportunities. And a shoe that sold out once before, they'll give you that second chance. Or sometimes they have Jordan Reserves, and they'll give you that push notification and let you know, or also exclusive access and things like that. So definitely check out those apps. And last but not least, you want to do the Flex apps. So that would be Foot Action, Foot Locker, Champs, Eastbay, things like that use the Flex points. Now, you don't necessarily have to buy every little thing, but it also helps. So things that you want to buy, be sure to buy on those apps and build up your points. Once you get up to about 1 million points, you're pretty much guaranteed, not guaranteed, I won't say that, but you have a really good shot at getting these shoes. The Flex app definitely favors people who spend money. So definitely anytime you can buy, or you can buy for a friend, let them use your account, build up your points so you can get guaranteed that you're going to get a shoe on release day. That way you can get those resale points and you can flip and make your profits. So rule number 2, or step number 2, do the legwork. Now, step number 3, this is probably the most important out of all the steps. So step number 3, make relationships. You want to network. You want to be sure to build those relationships with friends, help each other out. There may be times you cop something that you don't necessarily want, but somebody else wants. Give it to them for a good price. Give it to them for retail, just depending on what you want to do. If you need the money right now, I understand. Make your bread, make your money. It's all good. But if you want to build that relationship, throw somebody a bone. Let them get for retail. The next time they may hit something that they don't want, they'll give it to you for retail. I'll speak that from existence, or from my personal experience. I spoke it into existence. I helped out a friend. Well, actually, a friend helped out me. He got me the Carmine 6s from San Antonio. I've never met the guy. He threw me a bone. He sent them to me, shipped them. Basically, he paid retail plus ship, and I got them within a day. So the next time he needed something, I gave him something for retail. And after that, we instantly built that connection, that relationship. And that's super important that you need to have going forward, is building those relationships. Also, be real and be true. Don't go back on your word. Sometimes you may make a deal for a certain price, and then the shoe may go up, by the time you get the shoe in. Don't go back on your word. Don't be greedy and try to go for the max profit. If you made a deal, honor that deal. You're going to be respected, and you don't ever want to have your reputation ruined over one deal, because that will have a stain on you that won't go away. I promise you. People will remember that, and so people won't want to do business with you. That's just going to be bad business, and you don't want that when you're making relationships. So again, network, be real, and keep your word. Step 4, how to price your item is step 4. So like I said before, some people are super greedy and they want the maximum amount of money, but you're not always going to get something that's going to resell for $1,500. Trust me, it does happen, but the chances of that are very, very slim. Luckily enough, I was able to get exclusive access on these shoes right here. Now these retail, again, these are the Off-White Lot 50 of 50 Dunks. These retail for $180. And they resell right now anywhere from $1,200 up to about $1,450. So just depending on your size, that's not always going to happen. You can't always just bank to make one of these purchases and you're just going to make an insane amount of money overnight. Like, that just doesn't always happen. Instead, focus on items that you're going to get the most profit of. Like we talked about earlier, you're going to have to get something and sell multiples of them, buy multiples of them, like the Jordan 4 Lightnings. They dropped an insane amount on the sneakers app and in store. I think they had 90K on the app, just on the sneakers app. So I know they had a lot in store, and people are buying a lot in store. So buy 2, 3, or 4 of those, however many you can. But and on top of that, you're going to get anywhere from $100 to $150, and just keep doing that instead of buying just one big high-priced item and expecting to sell it for more. Use all that money to invest in more shoes, multiple shoes, stuff that's going to make you more money that you can flip quickly. You don't want to hang on to something for a long period of time because you don't always know if it's going to go up. But instead, you're going to want something that you can liquidate quickly. You can flip quickly. So that's what it's all about. Just rinse and repeat that cycle, and I promise you your money will stack up quicker than you think. So how to price your items. Again, we talked about something that was going to like these 2 items right here, something that's super cheap, $80 and $100, that you could sell anywhere from $300 to $400. So you want to buy something that's lower and always want to sell it for higher. Do your research, look on StockX. That's what basically 90% of the people in the sneaker world use, is StockX to kind of gauge their prices. So you want to go into StockX and look and see. You're going to see, well, this is going for about $350. Last sale was about $340. Okay, if you want to sell it instantly, then just list it for like 20 bucks under. It's not a lot that you're losing, but you're also gaining a lot of money from what you spent on retail. So price it just a little bit below what it's going for on StockX, or go for the last sale. You know, that's what people are going to look at. They're going to look for the lowest ask price, and they're going to try and give you a little bit lower than that. So that's how to price your items. Focus on the lowest ask and last sell, engage in between that. Whatever you think is fair is whatever I would go with. But for me personally, I would sell for about the lowest sell, lowest ask, or just a little bit below. But don't get lowballed, because they're always going to look out to make a profit too. So that's my advice on that. Focus on something that has a high profit margin, buy low and sell high. Focus on the lower priced items with the highest price ceilings. So that's my step 4 on how to price. Last but not least is step 5. And once you've done all these things, where do I sell my item? For me personally, what I've found the most success with is selling on Facebook groups, local Facebook groups, or regions that are around you. That's where you're going to get your biggest return. You don't have to pay those selling fees, those shipping fees, no tax or anything like that. So that's going to get you your highest return as selling locally or on Facebook groups. After that, I would select eBay. eBay now has their own authentication process, so you don't have to worry about getting fakes or anything like that. Anything Nike or Adidas that's over $100 automatically gets authenticated for free. And chances are the buyer is still going to pay for that shipping, so that's a price that you're not going to spend as well. So eBay is an excellent source, and they don't charge you seller fees. So that's another thing that makes them even better, is eBay. So that's my second step to, or my second place other than Facebook groups or locally would be eBay. After that, StockX and Goat. They're pretty much the same. I haven't really sold too much on Goat, but I know it's pretty much the same as StockX. I just prefer StockX because I've had better business with them as far as selling, and just my rating and feedback on that one is a lot better. So that's typically where I sell, is StockX, if the other two don't work out. So StockX, yes, you can go there. You'll sell your item. They'll send you a packaging slip. So all you do is box it up, tape it up, put that slip inside the box, and then put the label on top of the box and send it out. It'll get shipped to their authentication building, and once it gets authenticated, you get your money straight into your account. So you can either use those options, but again, I would use the Facebook groups, locally, eBay, StockX, and then Go. Those are my options, and those are my picks. And again, these are items that are, these are just steps that typically work for me. Now, these aren't just the cookie cutter ones that just gonna work for everybody. Everybody has different ideas. Everybody may have a store front that they could use. People have different clientele, but again, just build those relationships, build that clientele, build your reputation. Once you have a great reputation and you have great customer service, you will get people that come back and hit you up on the regular. So again, I hope you like this video. These are just my steps on how to resell. I've been getting a lot of DMs and questions on how to start a process like this, or how to get into the reselling game. I don't necessarily do this on the regular, but again, I just got a lot of questions and DMs asking me about this. And again, I'm a man of the people, so I got to give you what you want. Again, thank you for checking me out. Thank you for taking your time and hanging out with me. Press the like button. It doesn't take that long to just hit that like. Hit down a comment. Let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see in the future, what you'd like to see next on the Table Talk Tuesday. I do enjoy going live with you and interacting with you, just to let you know that I'm a real person other than just making videos. I'm somebody here in the community that you could reach out to, and we can just kind of kick it and chill. This last Saturday we went live for the Lightning 4s, so we'll try to do that again, on Saturdays where there's good drops coming out, and I just kind of go live, just kind of answer questions, and just kind of kick it and hang out with you guys. So again, on Thursday, CLB is supposed to drop Friday at midnight, so that'll be 11 p.m. Central Time for Texas. So we may go live and hang out for a little bit. Let me know if you check me out and you'd come hang out and chill, or if something else that you'd like to watch. But again, thank you for taking your time. Thank you for hanging out. I go by the name of Mike T. Peace and blessings.